I remember when I first started my channel, I was just feeling overwhelmed. I remember I was really excited when I got that custom URL. In this video, I want to share my 7 tips on how to get your first 100 subscribers on your channel. But before we get into this, make sure you hit that red subscribe button below so you can keep up to date with my videos. Also, I want to note here, this is a collaboration. What? The collaboration is with Dube, Navigating YouTube, Morgan Stradling, and Project Girl Boss. All of the videos you really need to watch because they tie in really well together. Hi, my name is Catherine Perry and I help you grow your YouTube channel the right way. In this video, I want to share with you how to get your first 100 subscribers. Okay, so the first thing is you need to brand your channel. When you think of Alicia Marie, Mr. Beast, Casey Neistat, Catherine Manning, what colors, what theme to their channel do you think of when you think of their name? What fonts do they use? This is what I mean when I say brand your channel. You need to make the channel feel like it's you. Don't choose 3 colors for your banner and then start using 3 different colors for your thumbnail. That is so confusing to the audience. Make a cohesive channel with cohesive thumbnails. So when people click onto your channel and you go to your banner and then they can connect to the thumbnails and the overall videos, so that whenever they go and they look at your videos, they can pick them out of a crowd. This is how many big creators stand out and grow their channels on YouTube. It's the first step in a connection with potential new subscriber. Number 2 is you need to narrow your audience. Honestly, I could share this all day, every day, but many times people don't want to do this thing. They hear the word niche and then they freak out. Now, if you came to this video and you are just wanting to be creative, then go for it. Don't worry about getting your first 100 subscribers. Enjoy the ride. If you want to get your first 100 subscribers fast and continue to grow and beyond, this is one of the ways to do it. If you want to be a channel that puts out multiple pieces of content, that's fine. It's just a lot harder and it takes a lot longer to grow. There's many out there that succeed doing it this way, but like I said, it takes them a little while to find their groove. Look at Janelia, I think that's how you pronounce her name. She lives in a van and she's a solo female traveler with a snake. One thing is that she's a solo female traveler. Those are the keywords that she's used for her channel that stand out, that actually do well on YouTube. But what she's done is she's connected her personality. It's bubbly, she's got a snake, and she lives in a van on her own. She has connected all of that into solo female traveling. Another great female creator is Doodle on a motorcycle. I am subscribed to that channel and I don't even ride a motorcycle, but I love her whole vibe feel to her channel. She's also a solo female traveler. But what her thing is she travels around on a motorcycle and she gives advice on motorcycles to other female creators, to other females out there, and even males have listened into her content. Listen, you have to find your purpose on YouTube. Who are you doing it for? Why are you doing it? Obviously, Doodle on a motorcycle is doing it because she loves the freedom of riding a motorcycle and traveling on her own, but they've incorporated things to help push them to the top. Number 3 is you need to create videos. Once you know your direction for your channel, you can start creating videos around that content. Now, if you don't know the direction, just start creating to see which really interests you. For me, I loved business, I love social media, I love mom stuff. So I created content around that, and then I started putting out content for YouTube growth because that's the stuff I wanted to focus in on. So if you don't know all of this, you just want to start creating, get to know what interests you. Number 4 is be different. 9 times out of 10 is the personality. This for many is a confusing aspect because when we watch YouTube, we start to kind of mesh ourselves and make ourselves like that person. What we need to do is actually be ourselves. Very cheesy, I know, but that's how you're going to get your first 100 subscribers. This is something that gradually happens, or you may be like Kelly Stamps and boom, you just have that personality that shines. This is one aspect that took me a little bit longer to figure out. What I would do is take a pen and paper and sit down and write out the things that you think is you, is part of your personality and who you are. For me, I'm goofy at times. That shows in my vlogs and my lives. I like to help people and I'm very structured. You will notice that from all of my videos. They're very structured and to the point. I also don't like to dilly-dally. If you don't know what that means, look that up. And one thing I've noticed recently is I like to people please. And that's kind of something that I've had to learn, that I can't please everyone. I'm still in a learning process and figuring out who I am. But that's what you need to do. Honestly, if you are wanting the truth, the honest truth here, finding your personality, getting more videos out is really going to be the key to your success. Comment below when you started your channel and what is your goal for this year. Number 5 is CTA. Call to action. Many don't do this and I highly recommend doing it, but you have to do it the right way. You need to have a call to action in your videos at least once. I do this very quickly at the beginning. I ask people to subscribe just to let them know that they can. Then I leave it, I don't push it anymore. Honestly, if they want to subscribe after they've heard my content, they will. Then one other call to action at the end is I like to suggest videos that they can go watch. Those 2 things are call to actions in different ways, but you need to do this in order to get people to subscribe and to get people to continue to watch. On the other hand, there's the opposite spectrum. There are people out there that will ask you to subscribe every couple minutes. No, don't do that. You're spamming. That's almost as bad as putting like 5 or 6 ads within a small short video. This will annoy the viewer. They will get annoyed and they'll be like, another subscribe call to action? No, thank you. They just want the content, so why are you spamming them so much? That is a deterrence. For me, I like to focus on the content so I don't have to continually ask them to subscribe. I do it once at the beginning so it's done and over with, then I get into the meat. Number 6 is clickable thumbnails. Another one you need to work on. Yes, people will say this all the time, clickable thumbnails, get that watch time, get that da-da-da-da-da. Like, these are the common things, but some of these things are so important that I need to share them again. If you see a thumbnail and you click on it, that means you're going over to that video and it's counted as a view, which if you're watching a long enough amount of video, you're giving someone watch time. So the first step in this process is the thumbnail, right? If people are not clicking on that thumbnail, then they're not going to watch it. You're not going to get the view. This is a major one, thumbnails. If you're ranking in YouTube and your thumbnails are not getting clicked through, then there's no point. On the browse page, you're being pushed out, but nobody's clicking on it. There's no point. Work on the thumbnails. An example of this is Netflix. If you go on to Netflix, you're scrolling through and you're looking for a new movie or TV show to watch and you see that thumbnail, sometimes they're so enticing that you just want to see what's next. And that gets me to the next step, one step closer to watching that video. Same goes with your channel. If you're on the browse page, make the thumbnails clickable. This is where you need to do a little bit of research, go to your topic, your industry, and what makes you click on videos. Number 7 is connect with your audience. If I've learned anything from my channel, if I've learned anything over the past few years, is that if you're not connecting with your audience, then you're not building a relationship with them. You post the videos, that's great, you've put all this content out, people are watching it, and they're commenting, and you're just letting them just go into the abyss and not even reply to them. You're missing out on a great relationship there. When I upload, I spend time interacting with my audience afterwards. This is real-time interaction. If you don't want to go live, that's okay. This is real-time interaction with a potential new subscriber that, could subscribe to your channel and your audience right now. If you don't have a ton of interaction, that's okay. I get it. You're a new channel. You're trying to get to that 100 subscriber mark. There are a few ways you can increase that. One, you can ask people a question and ask them to comment the answer. Make sure it's an insightful question and not just like, comment an emoji here or do this. Now, I know some people do that. That's totally fine. But for me, I like the insightful questions so I can actually start sharing what I'm thinking. And 2 is you can actually pin a comment of your own in the comment section. What this does, if you comment something you want to share, a tip or advice, you can share a point from the video, or even you can put the question in the comment section and pin it. These are 2 ways that you can increase your engagement. This one usually just doesn't happen as soon as you start. You need to start building a connection with the audience. So by putting out more content, you'll start to get to know them and they'll start to get to know you. But when it does, make sure you interact with that audience. Bonus tip, who's ready for it? This is one that I highly recommend all the time. It's analytics. Look at your analytics. Now, before you say, okay, she's saying read your analytics again, hold up. I'm going to share with you a couple little tidbits within this that might help you. Once you get your videos up, start reading your analytics. This is going to help you grow even beyond the 100 subscribers. Understand your audience, you understand your channel. My advice is to go to the overview section, change it to 90 days, and look at the top 10 videos. Another piece of advice here is go to your reach. Click that button, go down to the bottom, and there's top searched keywords. Under that same reach tab, look at where your traffic source is coming from. Is it coming from the browse page? Is it coming from suggested? Is it coming from YouTube? Or maybe it's external. Figure that part out, and then you can start improving and making videos around that content so you can get more views and potential subscribers. Last but not least, do a little research and see which videos are getting you the most subscribers right now. If you only have like 5 or 6 videos and you got 1 subscriber from one of the videos, then do more on that video. Clearly someone was interested in that topic. Now, all of this won't work if you're doing sub for sub, so if you're doing sub for sub, then this is not going to work for you. People will be subscribing to your channel because they're doing sub for sub. You want to look at all this information that I gave you and start getting more subscribers the right way. Okay, so lots of info on how to get your first 100 subscribers. If you want more in-depth tips or different tips, I have a whole playlist on how to get views and subscribers. Also, make sure you check out the other channels that I mentioned. They are linked below. Their videos are going to help you grow your channel. There's lots of tips there. As always, guys, don't forget to create adventure and live to inspire. Have a good one.